Hi, this is John Riley coming to you from sunny South Florida. Working on a Farmer Tech kit saw, and what happened was I put it all together and the gas tank leaked. So what I did was first I cleaned the gas tank out with soap and water. That little bit of that Formula 88 and Dawn dishwashing detergent on the outside and the inside, like 3 different times. Soap, water. Cleaned all the gas residue that leaked. You don't want any of that 2-cycle ester synthetic oil contaminating any of this stuff. Secondly, I took a Dremel with this pretty vulgar cutoff wheel and I just gingerly cut a square groove into it, not too deep, just where the clear plastic meets the white plastic, where they seam together. That way, the epoxy can channel down in there. Then I also took a blade, a razor blade, and use it to the right and to the left and sort of cut somewhat of a channel and cleaned out all the plastic debris and shit. Then I took the epoxy with the screwdriver, one of these little steel screwdrivers, and just dabbed it in there and made sure it went all the way down in to the channel, and then on the outside leave a healthy layer. And then I'm going to do that all the way around. You can see that channel that I cut into it if it'll focus. Let me try. I don't know what this freaking circle is I just put in here. But anyway, it goes all the way around. So I'm going to seal it like everywhere but on the very top. But what I did yesterday was I put an OEM top cover. This piece is off a factory saw. All the internals on this, the rubber, the impulse line. I got a WJ41 carburetor off an 064 in here that's absolutely pristine. This thing runs, it purrs like a kitten. So I put as much OEM shit as I could throw at this kit saw as I could get. Even the freaking gas cap leaked. I had to play musical gas caps and get another one. So I ordered OEM caps that I'm putting on here, definitely. And in the short block, or whatever you call this, I put a factory cover on it with the Farmer Tech muffler. I left the baffle inside undrilled because I want to keep it quiet. This is like a red light cylinder with no compression release, 54 millimeter. I just cleaned it up with the Dremel, the ports, all the transfers and everything, got rid of all the casting flaws and all that, but I did not change any of the port numbers. The clutch is an Oregon aftermarket clutch. Even this, the bearing, the 8-pin gears, all Oregon. This clip, might I add, is a factory steel clip. The Chinese clips are thinner and they're garbage. I used long shoulder steel studs with steel nuts on them, and all the rest is Farmer Tech. So on the inside, the crank, I got a crank from a friend of mine that's a steel crank, steel bearings, steel seals. I popped all the Chinese bearings and seals out of this Farmer Tech case and put in new bearings, freeze the bearings, heat it up, drop them in, all that, that trick. It's a composite flywheel, and I used the Farmer Tech coil because it wouldn't fire with the other coil, so it fires fine with this. And that's it. So all this is like at least half, if not more, factory steel stuff. You're better off going with a used steel crank than you are a brand new Farmer Tech crank. I've seen them fail pretty quick, and I'm not a big fan of the cylinders either. So that's that. Even the safety shit, if I can find a used 066 or 660, I can take all the safety stuff out of something that got ran over by a bucket truck or whatever. I will get it. And same with the handle. I just do this sticker on here off of something to give it that factory look, just like all the plastic. I put the Magnum sticker on it. I put the OEM steel sticker on it. I even got a steel cover versus the Chinese cover. I may or may not throw a coat of paint on it. I'll put some dogs. You can see the factory steel, the nuts for it, an NGK plug. I don't use the Chinese plug, and I do not use that freaking filter it comes with. I use this high performance heavy duty filter. You can wash these filters. Don't just throw them out if you think they're clogged. Use that purple cleaner on them and clean them out. Don't use a lot of pressure, water pressure or air pressure on them, because that clogs them a little bit too. But take your time and clean them out, and then let them dry in the sun, and you'll be surprised how good they work. You can blow right through them usually once you get all that little bit of shit out of there. But that purple cleaner or that Formula 88 with a little bit of Dawn will clean the shit out of these things. And you can reuse them because I know they're really expensive. Yep, and here's like a ton of the shit that I didn't use, like all this crap. And you know, obviously I don't need a compression release because the cylinder don't have it. And that's that. I used all factory steel gaskets too. The case gasket, the base gasket. I use, when I put the two halves together, I always use this shit. Black, ultra elastic silicone on this gasket. A lot of guys put them in dry. I like to glue that shit together. You know, that's just me. And everywhere I could put factory steel screws and shit that you can physically see them, versus the Chinese hardware, I like to do that. And then when it's all said and done, it looks just like a steel chainsaw. And that's that. So this stuff's probably gonna take 24 hours to set up. So tomorrow I'll finish doing this. I'll put it all back together again. And that's that, man. Thanks for watching.